Goku here. Welcome to Reading the Bible with your host Goku. And the angel of the Lord found her by a fountain of water in the wilderness, by the fountain of in the way to Shur. And he said, Hagar, Shur is made. Whence came thou, and whither wilt thou go? And she said, I flee from the face of my mistress Sarah. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Return to thy mistress, and submit thyself under her hands. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, I will multiply thy seed exceedingly, that it shall not be numbered for multitude. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Behold, thou art with child, and shalt bear a son, and shalt call his name Israel, because of the Lord hath heard thy afflictions, and he will be a wild man. His hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him, and he shall dwell in the presence of all his brothers, and she called the name of the Lord that spake unto her, Thou God seest me, for she said, Have I also heard here looked after him that seeth me? Wherefore the well was called Beer Lahir. Behold, it is between Cazes and Beard. And Hagar bare Abram a son, and Abram called his son the name which Hagar bare Ishmael. And Abram was 86 years old, and when Hagar bare Israel to Abram. Chapter 17. And when Abram was 19 years old, and was 90 years old, and the Lord appeared to Abram and said unto him, I am the Almighty God. Walk before me, and be thou perfect. And I will make my covenant between me and thee, and will multiply thee exceedingly. And Abram fell on his face, and God talked with him, saying, As for me, behold, my covenant is with thee, and thou shalt be a father of many nations. Neither shall thy name any more be called Abraham, but thy name shall be Abraham. For a father of many nations have I made thee. And I will make thee exceedingly fruitful, and I will make nations of thee, and kings shall come out of thee, and I will establish my covenant between me and thee and thy seed after thee in the generations, for an everlasting covenant, to be a God unto thee and to thy seed after thee. And I will give unto thee and thy seed after thee the land wherein thou art a stranger, all the land of Canaan, for an everlasting possession, and I will be their God. And God said unto Abraham, Thou shalt keep my covenant, therefore thou and thy seed after in the generation. This is my covenant, which ye shall keep between me and you, and thy seed after thee. Every man child among you shall be circumcised, and shall be circumcised the flesh of your foreskin, and it shall be a token of the covenant betwixt me and you. And he that is 8 days old shall be circumcised among you. Every man child in your generations, he that has born in the house of, or brought with money of any strangers which is not of thy seed. He that is born in thy house, and he that is bought with thy money must needs to be circumcised, and my covenant shall be in your flesh for an everlasting covenant. And the uncircumcised man child whose flesh of his foreskin is not circumcised, that soul shall be cut off from his people, and he has broken my covenant. And God said unto Abraham, As for Sarai thy wife, thou shalt not call her name Sarah, but Sarah shall be her name be, and I will bless her and give her the son. Also of her I will bless her, and shall be a mother of nations. Kings of people shall be of her. Then Abraham fell upon his face and laughed and said in his heart, Shall a child be born unto him that is 100 years old? And shall Sarah that is 90 years old bear? And Abraham said unto God, Oh, that Israel might live before thee. And God said, Sarah, thy wife shall bear thy son indeed, and thou shalt call his name Isaac, and I will establish my covenant with him for an everlasting covenant, and I with his seed after him. And as for Israel, I have heard thee. Behold, I have blessed him with will make him fruitful, and will multiply him exceedingly. 20 princes shall be he begot, and I will make him a great nation. But my covenant was I established with Isaac, which Sarah shall bear unto thee at this set time in the next year. And he left off talking with him, and God went up from Abraham. And Abraham took Ishmael his son, and all that were born in his house, and all that were brought with his money, every male among the men of Abraham's house, and circumcised the flesh of their foreskin in the self same day as God had said unto him. And Abraham was 90 years old, and 9 when he was circumcised in the flesh of his foreskin. And Ishmael his son was 13 years old when he was circumcised in flesh of his foreskin. And the selfsame day was Abraham circumcised, and Ishmael his son, and all the men of his house born in the house, and bought with money of strangers, were circumcised with him. Chapter 18. And the Lord appeared unto him in his plains of Moreh, and he sat in the tent door in the heat of the day. And he lifted up his eyes and looked, and lo, the 3 men stood by him. And when he saw them, he ran to meet them from the tent door, and bowed himself towards the ground, and said, My Lord, if now I have found favor in thy sight, pass not away, I pray thee, from thy servant. Let a little water, I pray you, be fetched, and wash your feet, and rest yourselves under the tree. And I will fetch a morsel of bread, and comfort ye your heart. After that ye shall pass on, for therefore are ye come to your servants. And they said, So do as thou hast said. And Abraham hasted into the tent Sarah, and said, Make ready quickly 3 measures of fine meal, knead it, and make cakes upon the heath. And Abraham ran into the fence, and gathered it, and gave it unto the young man, and he hasted to dress it. And he took butter and milk and the calf which he had dressed and set it before them, and he stood by them under the tree, and they did eat. And that'll be it for today. So this is Goku signing off. Kami, 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 Kami. Ah, bye everyone.